Hi, everybody. Nick Blazier back here with the WBIF Individual World Championship for 2024. The first round just got drawn today. You can go check that out on the WBIF.net website. And what they do for the first round is they draw your first 5 opponents, since everyone has 5 lives. So some people potentially will lose 5 times and be out of the tournament and not have any more opponents after that. And then after that, they start to seed it more like a Swiss tournament, and you play someone with a similar number of losses to you. But it's just something to kind of speed up those opening rounds. So yeah, I get to see my first 5 matchups. I haven't looked really closely at who all my opponents are, but I know that one of them is one of the guys doing the Stream Champs thing with me right now. If you haven't checked out those videos, we're just playing 7-pointers for fun on that. I haven't played Denis Mikhaylov yet on there, but that's who I'm playing today. So I still have to beat him in a 7-point match to continue on undefeated in the Stream Champs thing. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is a super fun tournament. I didn't see how many players we have in it this year, but usually a pretty giant tournament, good turnout and everything like that. And it's a lot of fun and nice and long, and takes till like, I don't know, basically maybe next year to actually finish or something like that. I can't remember when they finished this past one. But yeah, so I'm excited to get playing here, a 13-point match with Denis, and you can expect to see at least those 5 matches, hopefully more if I win through this thing. So yeah, we'll get going here. I want to see if I can find that tournament on the WBIF website real quick. But okay, I'm going to challenge my opponent here real quick. And hopefully get started with our match. Nice heroes thing like always too, where if you're in the WBIF tournament room, it has all the right clock settings and everything like that for you. It shows you all your opponents. So those are my other ones if you want to look through there. And here we go. I believe, well, I guess it'll be too late here. But Denis is live streaming this on his channel too. So I guess after the fact, you can still go watch what he thought, of all these different positions and decisions I'm making. After I escape one checker, I just want to escape and race if I can. I'm risking a little bit in the race, but I don't think it's worth staying primed and making the 2-point. Good response for him to even that out. And I guess I don't want to put a blot anywhere that anyone can see it. I'm not in direct range of a 6 from the 11-point right now, so I think just stepping up and trying to escape is good. I think it'll force him to attack me like that. I'm going to hit back. Okay. He's got the much better structure and an anchor. I have the racing lead, so I'm just going to try to build landing points to bring this home now. And he's going to make sure he fills in his board in order. All right. I have to leave a shot no matter what, so this is pretty easy. But often it's still right to make the bar point there just as a landing point when you have no points and risk this here. Because I'm going to need something to get home there. And I think even with the better board and everything like that, it probably would have been worth it there, even if there was a completely safe play. But of course, there was no way to get that blot to safety and then play an ace that wouldn't be seen. So, okay, I get to make another nice point. I think that's more important than stepping all the way up and seeing the light. Though I am a little concerned here. The last one, I think I want to step up. I guess, yeah, in case he covers with a 3 is probably a good reason there. But I'm not leaving myself a lot of room to get to the edge of this prime here. I think covering with a 2 seems worth it. Yeah, you would have had a nice option of just making the 3 without leaving any direct shots here too. Yeah, I guess if he covers, it makes sense to hit with it. Why not? Whatever happens here, I should have pretty good game with 3 checkers behind my 4 prime here. Now I feel like I'm pretty strong in this game. Is this strong enough to cube already? With 4 back, there's going to be some extra gammons. If I just escape, maybe it's too much to play. Of course, he can make a back game, and I only have 9 in the zone, so I'm not really threatening to gammon him yet. If I had more checkers in the zone, I think the gammon threat would be more clear. But I think this should be a pretty robust lead, and it should take a lot of work for him to get these up to the edge and around and like threatening my single back. So I think, it feels like a cube to me. Could be a little early, though, because maybe I could escape and still get it in later, but I'm not clear on that. Having 4 behind this prime is pretty bad. He has a much better board, though. All right. Seems like the right idea to take there. And I'm generally wanting to escape here. I don't think I want to be attacked. A 3 would step up. The 5 doesn't want to hit anyway. So maybe it's kind of safe for a roll. But it's the next step. The other thing I could look at is playing down twice, maybe. I mean, he's not going to come off my anchor or doesn't want to hit. Maybe he would. Gives me some outfield building potential, more checkers in the zone, unstacks this. So then my other question is, I guess he doesn't have 4s if I stay here other than this midpoint hit. So I don't really want to create a new number for him, but I'd really like to unstack this midpoint. Really feels nice to not have 5 there, but I think we'll just go with safety in general here. There's some duplication of like the 2 would have been very nice to step up to the edge there, so I get a little bit out of that. Okay, 1 in, 5 down, simple for me. Yeah, I guess this is another reason to cube it, is like every roll can be a little bit... I don't know if he had any crackers last time, but I mean, he can overrun very quickly with these checkers stuck behind a prime and just have to play in ways that he doesn't want to. Double 3s is a decent example of that. Like, not a whole lot positive is going to happen here. I suppose he could just make the 2-point. I don't know if there's any real strong reason to do that. I'd probably just clean up the blots, kind of like he's thinking about doing here. I checked it out online, by the way. I don't know Denis too well, but I think he's averaging on WBIF like, what was it? Something good. I think I want to make some points here. Even though it leaves 1-4 and 4-4, I can win a lot of gammons. Buys me time to escape. But I think he's playing in like the 6.5 to 7 range. And he's got a YouTube channel, like I said, of his own. So maybe I can link that somewhere. I know I have it in my Stream Champs video descriptions. You can pick it up from there for sure. I think he just wants to play 8 to 5 here. Tempo hit's an interesting idea. It seems like when you're outboarded, it's a little overkill. Not earning that much. And I don't really see a reason to... There's a little bit of 6 duplication if he comes out to the bar, I guess. But just don't really think you want to be in the air here. So I'm going to be happy to pop out here. And I have a 5th checker back now. Okay. So the gammon threat is real. We'll make a landing point for that midpoint to come home to. And, I think switching feels pretty nice here. Communicates 8 to deuce very nice too. Reduces the contact zone, I guess. And then why not spread out a little bit to build the bar point or something like that. Contain checkers that want to hop out. Let's see. Sure, we'll keep spreading out. I could put a spare on the 8 so that I can comfortably make the deuce point. That could be an idea too. I don't know if I want to make the point 6 away here. It's something that'll be a pain to clear later, so I don't think I'm really trying to block. So what else could I do? I could spread out in ways to try to make the 7. I don't really want to make the 7 all that much either. I feel like I like to have it 6 away with the open deuce point here. So maybe I should just put a spare on it. That's kind of what I'm leaning toward, even though I might have to clear this later. I guess this is nice for future contact and just winning the game. So maybe it is worth doing this. Maybe I'm over-focusing on closing the deuce and not wanting to have to like play 6s behind, but I don't know. I think I will play like this and not feel super confident about it. He is going to avoid being attacked on the 23. Okay. Probably wise, though it probably also wins less. What can this do? I guess just play simple like this. I guess I wouldn't mind being hit in the outfield there with the 2, with a fly shot. So it might have been fine to stay on the midpoint. This roll, that'll be different. Okay. One step closer, but not a lot of 4s left. And I kind of have this awkward point to clear now, so that can be trouble. Gammon's dwindling as he gets to make progress around the board, too. Not a bad shot. I am odd on the outside, though, so I'm sure there's some big number rolls that are a problem. 6s leaves a shot there. Is there any... But this just looks so weird. Is this really worth protecting 6s to not have a spare? I'm not sure I can find a role that's going to play worse because of this. So maybe this is right. Yeah, I'll try this out. Just feels unnatural to not put a spare on the 6 for some reason, you know? But I think that's just the wrong plan or idea here, you know? Clearing the 6 there is interesting if it's not a landing point for the 8. All right, we're in safely. Looking like a 2-point win. Should be hard for me to leave a shot, but he'll have time to sit back and wait for it. I think it's okay to just peel there. What are my problem numbers? 2s, 3s, 4s. I think everything plays roughly the same. Even though I don't start to clear this point, I mean, bearing off aggressively is good for potential like freak gammons and things like that. And also if I do get unlucky enough to be hit later, then, this is interesting. So I'm odd if I do that. He has to leave with a lot of 6s though. And my other play would be to not be odd. What's the shot lever from here? Probably nothing. So this is probably good. I think I'll just do this. Assuming he's going to have to leave before he gets his shot. 6-5, 6-4, 5-4. Nothing to do about that, though. Double 3s has to crack if he doesn't want to run. So I'm pretty much out of the danger zone. Looks like we're going to be at a nice small 11 away, 13 away lead to start. Yeah, he's going to go. That seems fine. I don't know. Hard to lose a gammon from here, hard to win a game after you crash your board, so there's really, you know, not a lot to be playing for either way. But he does seem to be gaining in the race, the way he's done it. It's still possible. Feels like that'll be a painful one, though. Yeah, I think he was going to need 2 sets to do it pretty quickly. All right. First blood. Keep an eye on my clock too. I haven't, the stream champs we've been playing with like more time than this. It's been like really not aggressive time settings. Ooh, what is he doing here? Yeah. This is a pretty clear blitz. I'm sure that was just a misclick of some sort, and then I'll probably be passing. Even if I enter there, I haven't done anything. I have 2 in the air, like no extra checkers in the zone. It's the only thing I'm hoping for. I think he's right that he's probably too good even. Like, I'm not sure entering enough is enough to take, so I think he'll still end up having to claim this a lot of the time. But it can't be wrong to play on too good when there's, like, no problems there. He does get on double 5s there. Maybe he could do something annoying like play 11 to 8 instead to not leave any path back in the game, but, of course, the way he spread it out is best building potential for the 5. Yeah, I still like, I mean, it seems weird, but like a 10 to 8 just to be like extra. No reason to leave a roll to get back into this, and I don't think you hurt your distribution too much. Feels like a nice marginal play. I would be playing on the other side of the board, though. I don't think he's in a hurry to pick up this other blot. If I can roll a 2, I can save a lot of gammons, at least. That would be nice. I think he should be making the 5 point as a bigger priority here than, oh, he's going to prevent me from making the anchor. Yeah, it feels, he's got a little bit too much to do after that play, so I think I prefer just making a point there. But I could be wrong, and I think he can still win a gammon if he just makes the point 2 and I enter on the 2. Or make that anchor, you know? So I'm not sure it's so urgent to stop. Again, though, I'm just trying to buy enough time to make him cash and not get to play on for a gammon. Getting a little closer. Sometimes when I anchor, though, I just have a good game and I get to play it out. It's one of those weird play-on situations where even though he has, like, there's market gainers where I can get back in the game. I mean, it's just when it works out, there's so many gammons. That's pretty good. That feels good enough to play with 3 back. I'm a little awkward here. I wish I got to make a board point. But yeah, I don't even know what he's threatening exactly if he sends the cube now. It feels just like a long game, and he's got a lot to get out of this, and I can still contain these checkers. So I think he kind of has nothing after that one. course, his position would be like a good amount stronger had he made the 5 point instead. Not that it's claimable there. He wouldn't have a third checker back that way too. So yeah, I'd just like a couple long-term things to consider there. This is an interesting spot to slot. I mean, it's scary for me to hit even if I get the chance. This feels like a good spot to do it though. I guess he's not making the back and priming me all that often. So what happens when I hit? He can only hit back with 5s. I am very close in the race. This seems pretty reasonable. And when he hits back with a 5, I get some vig back on there too. Okay, so the other play is probably to make the 7 and leave a ton of fly shots, or to make the deuce, which is just, yeah, I just don't see how to do it. I think this is going to win enough to be worth it. And I still don't see much for cubing here. You know, 4 back is a little too much. He's got the open 5 point. He's got a lot of liabilities in his position, which is what tends to happen when blitzes go wrong. All right. That's a pretty nice shot. 5-6 is the only thing that hits back. I guess some other 5s hitting the board. I am fighting well. 2's going to hit for sure. I don't think I can afford to leave. Well, the 5s are duplicated. Interesting. It's only like a 3-6 that adds. But what I want to do is step up and then the 5s would not be duplicated. I feel like I just need to play safe here. I mean, this 4-point board I think I have to respect. But it is hard to see how I'm going to develop this when I stack up like this too. Yuck. 2s and 4s are going to be so... This is just everything hits. It's just too many numbers. I don't think I can do that. I think I'm just stuck doing this. Is there any version of this where I don't hit? I could step up and make this point. What would that be like? I'd be giving him free reign to hit with 4s and 2s, play around the board. I think I just need to buy the time. Still seems like a lot of work to do to get out of this, but I think it's what I've been given. I think it's reasonable to stay spread out instead of making another point there. I like his play because he has a 4-point board and I have no points in board. And he would have to give up the contact all the way back on the 24 point to make that anchor, so I'd have places to dump checkers behind, which is not what he wants to allow me to do in this position. 6-2, it looks like the 20 is going to come out and the 9 is just going to clean up to the 7. It's kind of awkward. Not what we were like looking for exactly. A little bit of restricted numbers, but it'll do. I'm still just looking to run away. Oh, that's interesting. 3-4 could run out and it's the same 5, but he gets to hit in the outfield and I have to pass up on making a point. I think I should just go ahead and like develop a little bit. The thing about running though is when I get away with it, like I'm a lot closer to home. It could be worth just doing there. I don't think he wants to volunteer the deuce in the outfield in case like I have no other way to play it. So I think coming around to the 11 is good. The 7-6 for distribution would be very nice to take as well. All right. I am mostly home free. Am I home free enough to send this cube? No, I'm not that ahead in the race is the issue. And I still have development to do, of course, too. But, okay, so he has 2 blots in board. So now is a good time to leave 6-2 and 5-3. And that's it. No, 6-2, 5-3, 6-3, 5-4. It's a lot of numbers, but I really need to spread out to make the 5 points somehow. What else could I do here? Yeah, I'd be stacking up on the 6 otherwise to play safe. And it just like, I think I need to build more points or have some way to do that. And he's just given me such a good opportunity to try. 6-5, it's probably, maybe it's worth running off the anchor here. Too many checkers back. He'd have to bury checkers. He's got a much better board still. I'm not certain of it because it really hurts when I roll these combos that make the 21. But I guess, oh, this is an interesting way to do it because he keeps contact and gets a lot of returns when I even point on him. I must have market losers now for sure. Small match lead that I can think about. I just don't really have the racing lead. It's kind of a problem that I have with it. On double 2s and double 3s, I mean, I can be too good pretty easily. Can point on ahead and have a fan. I guess Maybe there's numbers that don't clean up quite too. So big numbers like 6-5, they don't do a whole lot. Maybe I'm a little bit sad to have sent it, but he has to anchor even to like have a strong game there, but he still has a better board. I don't know. I'm just going to roll through this. I'm really not sure. 6-5. So I don't think I want to point on head. I think that's, what does that leave? 5-2, 5-3, 4-2, 4-3, 2-2, 2-3. Yeah, it's a lot of numbers for small gain, I think. And so I think I'm just going to do the natural thing and stack up here. Is it a little bit better to stack up this way? Brings a checker in the board, so I'll try it that way. I don't know. But yeah, even here against, like, I think you should just make the 6-point board. I must have rolls that are doing pretty well, but even when I point on head, maybe he's got decent contacts. I still don't think I can cube it, even though I'm a fully escaped and he's nothing back. I don't think he needs to try to run. I get the idea, though. The race is close enough where probably it's not too bad. But the contact's just so good. And I think I would just, like, why not make the 6-point board? All right, that's a huge improvement for me. Most 5s and 6s are going to get to run. I guess I could have hit and continued to keep them from running to a winning race with 6s and 5s. But I don't really know how I'm following up when I do that. Still might be right. I might have missed that one. We'll play like that. Yeah, clearly behind in the race. He is wasting a little more, though, with all his made deep points. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing like that. I want checkers on the 4 if I'm going to have this giant stack on the 6. The gap on the 4 can waste a lot of pips. I keep getting further behind. 8, 9 pips should be my point of last take. Similar crossovers, he has a little bit more wastage deep. So, I mean, it's close enough where the cube feels like it should be pretty clear. I'm going to play it, though. I don't really think about adjusting too much at this score. My recube's a little weaker. I guess that's the only relevant thing. Of course, there's some sort of match equity considerations about what we'd be at each, and I don't know exactly what the take point is, but tends to be pretty similar to money. I am doing okay so far. Still a ton of pips behind. But I get to bear off first being in here. All right, things are going reasonably well. Ooh, that's beautiful. I'm avoiding 5s too. Okay, the double 6s are a big saver for him. And now I need to get pretty lucky to steal his 2 points from him. That could be one of those where I'm supposed to adjust it to a pass or something like that. Just, I don't know. If hypothetically my PR is 5 and his is like 6.5, and I don't know. It's close. I think a lot of players think about it that way, but I don't know. I like to take when it's like correct by that and make people play it out. Not that it's particularly complicated or anything like that. It's like pure preference. I just like it. I like to play. 13 pips, better board, single checker back. There's still a lot of work to do in this game, but this feels strong enough for a cube. Yeah, especially he's going to provoke up here. Because now he's hoping to escape to a losing race by connecting with this, or he's getting pointed on, something like that. Double hit, lots of options. What should I do with this? I don't think it's much of an opportunity to break a point and volunteer shots. I guess the 3-1 duplication is pretty good when I do this. Maybe that's worth it. Instead of having to play checkers deep, I don't know. I think I'll try that out. Of course, the fly shots don't hurt too much or anything like that. 6-2 can hit. I don't know if it wants to exactly, but yeah, I guess it has to try. My board gets a little stronger. He's hoping to cover. Doesn't get to cover, but he can make a point if he wants. He could just clean up the blots too. not really sure what's called for here. It is a bit loose to leave 4s and 5s. I don't know. I'm going to go for this now and disregard my anchor and just, I have the better board and blots all over the place to chase. And so we're going to end up in a blot hitting contest. Now he has to decide if he wants to make the point or hit. And he's going to leave direct 3s and indirect 8s if he doesn't hit anyway. Yeah, this is tricky. I guess my instinct is always to just make the board kind of here, but okay, 2-6 gets to anchor up again. Pretty comfortable lead in this game, I think, since he's kind of primed here too. Of course, I can roll 2s or 4-2 or something to make the 6 prime. That would be nice. I have my anchor when things get tough. So I'm liking my position and how this is shaking out. Three one. I don't think slotting is very nice here. It just gives him a reason to step up. Nope, there's no way to make the point either. I don't want to be attacked at the edge, but I do see the light with 6s, so it's kind of nice to be up there. Yeah, now I want to run real bad. So if I play the 4, then the 6 has to do something not fun. The 4 isn't great here either. What do I want with this? I'm confused. Maybe I'm just supposed to point on him. Not let him improve his board and leave all these shots and everything. And I win a lot of gammons. Yeah, that's probably the play. It's not super fun to enter and hit me in the board anymore or anything like that. This is going to get a little awkward though. 5-3 doesn't make another point. Doesn't safely move the 23. So I think I'm just have to be a little bit all in here. 4s and 2s. There's no real great way to duplicate that either. 6s don't do anything if I come out to here, so maybe I'll go for that. 3s and 1s are duplicated with hits in the board, so I don't know. All right, under a bit of pressure. Looking for ways to just safety up here and not get in this craziness, but I don't see it. So I think the loose hit will be part of it, and then sure, why not duplicate some 2s? Oh, that's why. Hits, covers, hits again? All right, I'm in big trouble now. It was working out okay for a while. Yeah, I think he might as well prevent the anchor here. And if I hit it back, then he can think about recubing and things like that if it gets that bad. I'll have more checkers on the board, or on the roof anyway. I think it's pretty safe to do. And of course, the upside when he misses, he just gets to fill that in and gammon me comfortably. Feels pretty worth it. If he doesn't and I roll a 3, then maybe I'm still passing with all the blots around, but I can eventually have a pretty comfortable game. 22-point anchor game. That's like my best hope here, really. Coming in on the ace now after he hits is pretty nice. Oh, he can make the ace. Yeah, I like that. Purity not so important anymore. Doesn't have to fill the points in order. This looks like 6 wants to come down. Oh yeah, I could run like that. I was thinking 7 and 9 to focus on building. But he can get stuck back there, so that's definitely something to balance. Maybe just making the 9 is kind of nice here. Double 6s close out then. Anything that brings material into the zone is going to be pretty good here. The ace can hit. Maybe he'll spread out like that. Yeah, it gives up double 5s to close, but it gives more numbers to hit. Yeah, I suppose he can lift with a 4-point board. Sure. I'm usually just thinking about closing out there, so I would have been thinking about whether I want to leave it there, shift 4 to 3 maybe, bring the checkers closer and kind of move that gap backwards. I think probably I like shifting there. All right, I'm getting hit with 5s, 3s, and 2s. And now I get a chance to hit him. Oh, he's going to think about just playing in and not leaving me the shot. The thing is, the shot's just not that scary. Me making the anchor feels a little scary, though. All right. So it looks like I'm going to get, like, at least, I mean, when you don't hit 2, then you can kind of often get this phantom 22-point game without even making it 2. This is pretty good, yeah. I think you want to shift to the 3 at least. And then evening out 5 to 3 is probably good along with it. It gives me way fewer ways to enter for contact. Yeah, that's a way to do it too, but I think you'd rather have the 3 instead of the 4. Easier to clear later. But 4-1 would have left a shot, so maybe not. But this is definitely going to leave a shot. Oh, I don't get to do nothing with it. Okay. Maybe what's going to play better if I stay here? Like double 2s have to clean up or something? Double 1s have to do something extra? So maybe I just play them all out like that? Yeah, I don't know. I do have to make sure I save the backgammon. Yeah, we'll make some PR plays here. I didn't get a crossover out of it, and I could have, so maybe that's bad somehow. Keep toying with it. Oh. 4 and 1, sure. I doubt there's any way to save the gammon. 3 out, 1 continues. Okay, another 2 points for him, or... Oh yeah, the gammon, 4 points for him. So we're at 11 away, 7 away. Okay. I will definitely be making the 2-point, looking for gammonish positions. 11 away, 7 away. There is some adjustment, like you probably learned from my book by now. This is a comment after the 6-4 points. We do usually like to do something with the back checker and take advantage of that racing lead. I learned that from Albert Stegg. I was probably doing it, but it was just like nice to have that organized as like a theme, if that makes sense. This could make the 5-point. I think hitting and not letting him make it is more important in this position, though. Try it. I don't know. 1-6 is not a great entry. So I have 6s to hit, 1s to hit, 4s to hit. Down in the match. I just don't think it's devastating enough with my awkward structure. Ooh, this could be bad for him. I think I want to come off that. 1, I think I want to make this point. I could keep the pressure on this blot, though, is the only idea I'm having. And I can't. I could play like this and just leave 2 points to clear. Ugh. Doesn't seem too bad. I'm probably just claiming next time a lot of the time anyway, so maybe I just don't want to leave any shot or any way back in. 2-6 fans. Maybe I do not need to claim quite yet. Maybe I should just roll. So I don't really see what he's going to do to get back in this now. If he keeps fanning, I'm going to keep playing on. That seems good. And I guess now I'm kind of stuck doing this and leaving an ace. Don't really want to get hit with that. Yeah, I think we're still playing. I think I want to hit it. Could fill in another point, though. That would be pretty strong. He can win. Oh, maybe I should stay back there and play. I don't know. Okay, he pops out. All right. I feel like I have at least one freebie. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Still feels like a ton of gammons now. If I didn't make one of these points that roll, I think I was going to try to cube. See what happened, you know. I can't get back in with double 6s, so I think I'll take the opportunity to clear that problem bar point. And I think I still win enough gammons to keep playing, but I don't know. It's getting unlikely in a way. Especially with the open 5. It's just going to make it a lot harder. He's got a blot now. Does that mean I should go for clearing now? Maybe it does. It's a good time to leave a fly shot. Oh, this is getting awkward. I don't think I want to play super safe right now, but my doubles don't work. Maybe it's okay. Maybe I should just play safe and claim next roll. Give up on the gammon idea. Can still roll a set or something. I'm never making the 5 point when I do this, which I think is okay. I'm not doing it either way. 6-3 is really awkward after this, huh? Maybe 5-3 as well. Yeah, 6-3 and 5-3. I probably can't do that. So, well, that's a good reason to just do it like this and claim. Let's do that. It's not looking particularly gammonish to me anymore. Let's do it like this. Maybe it's still too good. I don't know. Board's real good. Yeah, I could be like overestimating this at this point. The contact's pretty good here. I am pretty awkward the way I played it, but I was expecting a pass. All right, 10 away, 7 away. We're going to split and seek contacts now that he's escaped a single checker, has the racing lead. I think I just want to make the 5 point here. I'm focusing on contacts still. Maybe hoping for an anchor. Don't mind being hit in the outfield too much. I would love to hit back though. No such luck, but I'm covering the bar point very well, so it's going to be not comfortable to hit there. I think we're going to make it and keep the goalkeeper for now. Maybe I should just step up there. I don't know. The race is pretty close. When I'm down in the race, I'm inclined to sit back for a little bit. Focus on building and such. I am a-okay with hitting. I think continuing to build and keep the contact for now is okay. But I could, yeah. So we've already gotten somewhere where he can't play safely as a result, so it feels good. But who knows? He has to make an extra blot to hit loose, so I think he should just slot somewhere. And the distribution looks weird after slotting the best point. Oh, slotting in front of the anchor looks pretty good too, though. But I am going to try. And fours and... Is there a difference between fours and threes? I don't know. I'm going like this. I just don't really want to mess with my checker formation anywhere else, so I think this is worth doing. 10 away, 7 away. Okay. Still not in the lead, so I still don't think I have much to think about. Feels like a reasonable spot to go for a tempo hit, but I don't really know if he wants to with the racing lead and everything. Maybe out is a lot of shots is the only issue. Oh. So 134 after. Okay, we're like dead even. If I could get there and hit, of course I would. But I can just mostly even out the race here. And he can't get the safety. That's a nice little bonus. But I don't think there's any reason to like risk anything in the race anymore. It's close enough. 4-3. Okay, now we're in the lead. We got a single back. 10 pip deficit. Equal boards. He is primed even. At the score deficit, if I make a 5 prime, I think I've lost my market. I think it's worth sending this. I'm gonna. I like my position quite a bit. Full freedom back here and stuff. I think with a close race, it's totally reasonable to take it. 4-3 wasn't what I had in mind. Usually in these positions, when you have nice pure priming structure, you don't want to break that up to make a deep point. So I think I'm just going to spread out back here, especially since the 2-6, 3-5, 3-6 all leave a blot and board. Indirects can go hit, so we'll just focus on building there. I do really need to contain him in a close race, though, but I did gain a little ground in the race with his kind of small number with aces there. Steps up. I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't want to let him run, so I'm going to go ahead and point on his head there. Just 4-5 and 4-6 from the roof. And now my 6-5-4 combos are closing out at 6 prime. That would be beautiful. What does this do? Can point on him from the 8. I don't think there's a lot else I could do. I could make the 4 and hit loose. Could make the 4 and switch 5 to 2. Let's look at this real quick. 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. They're pretty bad when they work. But I'm going to win a lot more gammons like this because he's stuck on the roof too. I think this is worth it. If he enters with an ace, I'm very happy too. But okay, I'm going to be forced to follow up on the attack quite a bit. 6 prime now. I'm very happy. And I really want to be hitting and preventing progress right now to win a gammon. Every time he gets to roll and move around the board, like he's saving a ton of pips outside. So 21, 25 outside. What does my formula get me to? 1, 2. I think I need the last one out there to be able to play off there for double 6s. But sorry, 25 pips should be like 8, and then 12, 16, 20. Like 50%? A little less than 50 in the 40s, I guess. I think. Yeah. We'll go with that. And so if he had another roll to shuffle around. Ooh, this is one of these interesting ones where if I don't stay back, I lose 6-5. I'm still giving up 6-5 either way. There's no way out of that. Okay, so I'll just do this. But 5s work if I shuffle. But it's getting deep, so I think I'll just do this. Some bad rolls. Unfortunate. But also being in the 50% range means that I'm not like playing maximum safety to clear. I will need to play a little bit aggressive to win this gammon. So maybe I'm going to err on the side of bearing off here even though I can lose. And don't really get rewarded for it. Okay. And double 6s should save most of the gammons, I think. I think I need to get pretty lucky here to win the extra 2 points. Is it impossible yet? Maybe it was possible if I like played those 2s different actually. But okay, 2 points for me is going to take me to 8 away, 7 away. Still a small lead for Denis. All right, forced to slot after he makes the 2 point. He's going to hit and I guess just step up with the ace. I don't mind having a 3rd checker back, being down in the race a little bit. It'll help me make an anchor sometimes. Entering and hitting looks good to me. We have a nice, fun-looking contact game so far, but he's got a small advantage with the better board, so behind it a little bit. 7 away, 8 away shouldn't be too much score adjustment. I don't feel too afraid of any like cube action yet with the 24 point made and the deep point. This is getting a little sketchier though. But okay, I have 2 anchors now, so I feel like really comfortable just playing purely and hitting off the 5 point there. But the 20 and the 24 together are not the 2 anchors you want. So usually I'll be coming off the 24 in this game kind of early. This feels exceptional though. I don't actually see what's going to happen where I'll want to do that exactly. I'm definitely not ready to hit yet. So I think I'll just slot. Try to contain that checker. Kind of worked. Yeah, that's a very strong point for him to make. Then why not come around and like I don't think he should be too worried about me hitting from the 20 point here. All right, I have nice priming structure. I still do not feel comfortable coming off the 20 here, I don't think. And I don't really need to yet. This stepping up with the ace is like pretty important, but yeah, maybe he can't. Okay, we've got a longer prime, and so I think I should start escaping from back here for mobility. That's going to be my idea, and I don't really want to let him attack me back on the ace, so I think I'll just step up with both. And I think he has enough time to step up to the edge and escape, and I have enough work to do back here that I can't really cube yet. 2s are beautifully duplicated. There goes all his timing. Now I just have the outfield, so even when he gets up to the edge and hops out, he's got to get past everything I'm going to leave hanging out there. So I think he's in big trouble. which makes me think I should send the cube here. Not a lot of cubes, though. I mean, I guess he can crack. He could roll 5s and lose his market that way or something. I don't really know. I'm cubing, though. I just think it's like positionally strong enough for the rest of the game. Very difficult for him to get the edge. But I guess if he gets the edge now, it's hard for me to attack off of it, too. It's kind of part of it, so maybe it's a little optimistic still with only my 2-point board and outfield prime, but I'll have chances to like slot the back. If I do that without him getting to the edge, maybe that's enough to pass too. So maybe that's my biggest threat here. Okay, he's going to let it go, and we're going to play a 7-point match. I have a strong start. I want to split for contact here. The 2 is great for containment. The 3 seems better because he doesn't have the 4 or 5 to hit anymore once you make the 5 points. Maybe I should just play 2 down. I do want to get the back checkers moving, though, since he's going to play down a lot. I don't know. I'm kind of tricked by that one. I don't know it. Probably Thomas Tenlin does or something. Hopefully his book comes out someday. Hopefully mine comes out someday, too. Let's see. Ace is kind of duplicated. Maybe I want to leave this slotted. What else am I going to do with the 6? I think I'll just clean it up to have less blots to deal with. Could clean up and make the 4-point. Seems kind of strong. Yeah, maybe it's a little much to leave direct shots anywhere. Things are getting a lot better for him. I'm under some pressure here, really hoping to make the 20-point. That's a big improvement. All right, no such luck yet. But I'm going to leave it there. So maybe he has market losers and numbers that make the 5. I don't know. But I still feel okay. I think there's like a lot of work to do here. So I think I'm okay to take this. Biggest liability is that I have all these blots on board right now. 4 is well duplicated. Let's go ahead and have a strong board right now, even though I don't make the 4-point. 5-3 still can't. No one's winning the fight for the 20. Yeah, I think he's stuck cleaning up. Oh, 3s. 1s are pretty well duplicated. So I can do that. Otherwise, I'm stuck shuffling and doing weird things. But probably, I guess I don't really want another checker down. Do I really care about having direct contact in the outfield right now? I guess the 4 is duplicated. Let's do it like this. I don't know. Get in his way. I still really would like a 4. It would really be helpful. Now well, okay, the 1 for sure. You don't really gain anything when he makes the point here now. But he's not going to hit me with 3-2-1 combos is kind of my idea. I don't know. I think I just do this. Ooh, this is really bad when I get pointed on, though, because I'm stuck behind the structure and I've wasted the pips. Difficult decision for me. I'm really not sure. All right. This looks like I could end up having my ace point game timed. It's tough. I got to get this checker moving. I can't afford things like an ace and 6 to get stuck back there. That's pretty bad. I need an ace to get up to... Ooh, 1-6 is beautiful. That was huge. And he doesn't get to use his 5-4 to fill in the gap. I don't think he does anyway. He's hitting the ace. Oh, if he does, then he has a 6 prime, and if I hit it, it doesn't even matter. So yeah, obviously. Okay, yeah. I think it must be worth it, though. He can enter with an ace and crack right away, like an ace 5 or something like that. So maybe it's better to just do this, but I would probably make the 6 prime. This is a persistent problem if he doesn't. Like, I'm going to get a lot more contact value out of this open point. So how about an ace? No ace. Okay. He survived that little bit of adversity. I don't really see a reason to leave fly shots here. But the idea is to clear the bar point safely. Only leave a little bit out there, of course, so I don't know there for sure. Let's pretend like maybe we're going to remake that. Usually you're just supposed to clean it up and play with the 5-point board, I think, but I don't know. It would have given me an option with the 5-2. I think I still just want to run and let him maybe point on me. Let's see. Oh, kind of perfect. But I need the shot now. We'll leave the shot now, like a 5-4, 6-4. Not that. Okay. 5-2. I think I have to wait and just hope for a shot. I can still win sometimes, and it's tough to get gammoned. 2-1's a little awkward. My shot's going to be very far away now, so I think I'll just be running all the time after this if he clears the 5, for example. I don't think he wants to hit or anything like that with a worse board. This close and everything. So, yeah, I'll just go with this. Got to break down to a 4-point board. So I'll just save the gammon. Feels like pretty good work in this game. Happy to only lose 2. It was kind of looking ugly for a while. I think I needed to start right then. Oh, there's still the 2-1 possibility. All right. 7 away, 5 away. Not one where I'm going to go crazy and start slotting the 5-point yet. 5-1 still, I think, likes to split a little bit better. I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the cube. I think I'll make a more gammonish play here too. And on a fan, I am sending, I think. I mean, I feel like this is still playable. I got a lot of work to get my checkers around, but I guess I don't know. I have a 9th checker in the zone. He's got this blot out here. Putting the 3rd up would be a pretty big disaster. Fanning early like this it's not good news. Yeah, I might pass it at a normal score, so feels fine to pass it at that score too. All right. I think you're supposed to just split with this one at normal score. But, of course, if I'm going to hit, I think I'm supposed to do the hit and split variety, if I remember that right. I think I'll just split, though. Let's just do that. Keep it simple. 6 away, 5 away I am. Okay. 3-2 sends another one back. No anchor for him yet, but he does get to cover the 11. Okay, nice little improvement. I get to point on hit. That's good. Hitting loose isn't even that exciting for him. I think I'm just trying to escape. A lot of his hitting numbers aren't very much fun. That's a good one, though. Hits and covers. With a racing lead, though, I'm kind of happy to just keep trying to pop out and escape to a simple game. I think he'll keep trying to keep me from doing that. And now I have outfield control as well. Okay. A little bit free twist. I don't think I need to just pop out. I think it's getting close enough now, and I've already gotten him to get rid of the midpoint. I'm not sure, though. Distracts him with some 4s and some numbers I might like to make a board point in here. Maybe if he rolls something that like naturally makes a point, I get a direct shot out of it. I think I will try to pop out. Keep him focused over here. 2-1 could have done some things, you know. Sweet, an anchor. Okay, I'm just like way ahead in this game now. He's got 3 checkers back and no midpoint link. Deep anchor against my high anchor, slightly down in the race. Feels like it could be a reasonable cube already, but it still kind of also feels like a long game. I think continuing to focus on offense and priming feels pretty strong here. But of course, if I was way ahead in the race, I could think about just running to the 15 or even to the 18. Let's do it this way. I'm getting a little worried about being overrun, a little front-loaded. If he makes the 21, like what is this worth now? Yeah, this is worth like nothing if he just rolls a 2. So that is a reason to not do this. This feels like a clear advantage. And if I make the 10, then the interacts nicely with the made 21, I guess, for like keeping him from running. Could just make the board point too and be ready to attack. Though I don't know how often I'm doing that in this position. This is a lot of very difficult options. I don't think I'm ahead in the race enough to just run to the 15. I think I should make some structure. What piece of structure do I want, though? And I think with being ahead in the race means that I do want to not be primed myself, I think. Even though he's got all these checkers frozen here, so I'm not even certain of that part. This looks like a compelling candidate, too. Yeah, maybe we should focus on when he doesn't roll a 2. Yeah, this is real tough to play when he doesn't roll a 2. I don't know. I'm going to try this out. Even though when he does, I'm attacking behind pretty well, at least. Let's just make structure in front. Fly shots, leave a shot. That stuff. No more attack behind. Okay. So, trying to play simple. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'm just looking to take over the outfield here, but he has good racing chances, so I don't think I want to be sending a cube yet. I don't think I can let him maybe attack me here and buy time that way, so I think I have to play behind. I think I should do that. I don't know. But maybe I'm just supposed to come to the outfield. Oh, wow. Okay. So now I have an indirect 7 to hit. I still have an anchor game. He's got a lot of work to do in there. I mean, I could be getting cubed here pretty easily. I'm stuck 16 pips, so I think I still have a comfortable take. Okay. He cleans up a little. I'll keep trying to keep all my points of contact and control the board here while making my own board. Could have made the 21 there. I don't think that makes any sense. Wow, this is a particularly bad roll for him. 6s, so I'm going to be a favorite to hit. And I will win some gammons when I do that. So 5 and 1 is 20 shots. 3-2 is 22. And 6-6 and 3-3 is 24. And when I miss, he can't recube me right away, but he's doing pretty well. I think I got a cube, though. I guess with the score lead, maybe he can't recube me so comfortably. A little hard to send a 4 cube when you're leading 5-way, 6-way. But this should be a comfortable take. Like a third of the time I just miss, and when I hit, he can still enter. I don't know. Okay, the 1's going to hit, and then I guess the 6 has to come out. I'm all in for a gammon. 6-5-1 close out. Is there any way to get on double 5s or something to close out? I don't see it. So I don't think it makes a big difference what I do with the 3 there. 6-5 is beautiful. Okay. Well, I am looking good to make it to 2 away. I'm not the favorite to do that yet. So maybe I'm talking a little bit preemptively, since I don't think you ever get even quite to... Okay, off the double 6s. 50% seems to be the cap with 2 closed out, but I guess his board's pretty crappy, so I don't know. Maybe it could be up there. My distribution is good for bear off, too. In that range, I think I need to risk 5s and 6s to try to bear off a little more aggressively and win more gammons, and his board's not really prepared anyway. So this time I'm going to use this spare roll and decide that I look very comfortable out here. It'll be a safer long-term bear off if I just break from the rear, but I don't know. Taking a checker off can be right there too. Things are looking good. Is this a gammon, most likely? I can never tell when we get to this part. I got formulas and stuff to help me figure it out in all these other parts of the game, and then just no clue when it's just time to roll it. I think I need a set, most likely, since he should get 1 in and be within range. Okay, he's going to have a lot of misses here, even when I don't roll my set. 6-2 is not one of them. Okay, just 2 points for me. 4-away, 5-away. Nice. So I get to send some early gammonish cubes. And otherwise, the cube plays pretty normal. 6-3 is a little bit awkward after I slot. Seems fine. Good duplication with that. 6 covers. 5 can't do anything particularly interesting. Oh, and 6-3 links up. Okay, so I get my slot and nothing beneficial from there. I think just making the 3-point board seems pretty strong, but I also want to split and see the outfield. I don't think a 2-point board's strong enough to do it, though, to just start focusing on contact like that. So I think I'll make that first. And looking for a 9, of course. Now I think I need to see more outfield by splitting like this. Get more fly shots. I could just come out to the bar. It is reasonable to do this, but the race is kind of close. I don't know. Sixes, I mean, his six is probably, I guess every 6, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5 gets to hit twice. 6-5 is the only weird one. So his sixes play good anyway. So I think I'm going to try this out. I don't know. Probably would have been a little more comfortable to, like, stay a little bit spread out for distribution out there the other way. Now I have a much better board. And I will have the option at some point of making the bar point potentially, but I think I might want to stay spread out for a long time. If I hit here, I can win a lot of gammons. All right. So that was helpful to get me off the ace, reduce the contact zone. Looks like he's going to want to cover and hit on the 20, and I'm going to have a lot of shots again. Gammonish shots, too. I have way more shots than this time. 5, 4-1, 4-3 is 15. 3-2, 3-3 is 18. And I think that's all of them, since I already counted 2-3. So half the time I hit, and I'm doing great. You can get right back in this, though. I think I have to do something first. 2-3, and sure, let's start a point. I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of the sequence I'm worried about. I miss it, he makes it, and now I'm under a lot of pressure. 2 would help out a lot. I don't think, maybe I'm trying to run. Yeah, I don't really mind if he plays behind me either. Maybe it makes less ways to anchor, but I don't know. If I get pointed on here, I have chances to anchor on the 22 now. I think stepping up's okay there. Maybe I can just run. I have a 5-point board. This is a tricky position. Yeah, so this is one of those spots where I think it's going to be worth it to point on head, but now I'm kind of happy to anchor if I get so lucky. Or just hit back, win a bunch of gammons. I'm too good, right? If he enters, then he's just sitting back and worried about, yeah, I think I can just claim from there. Aces would reach if I did something else. I think I should just bring checkers in range to try to close out. 5 for maximum safety, sure, why not? And I'll give up the 1-6 to like have a little better chance of closing out, make things simple. I guess we can give the 1-5 this way. Sure. Got to clear it at some point. 3-2. Yeah, I don't really want to give double aces. I don't really want to step closer. Sure, we'll play like that. I don't know. All right. We got a 6 prime now. So if he enters, I'm kind of okay with the contact back there too. But really, best way to win a gammon is just close him out right now. So I would like to do that. 6s will do it. All right. This was the plan all along to... Okay, he's got 28-30 outside. Should I just play maximum safety or should I take 2 off is the question. I think I'll do this, but I don't know. Probably I'm getting close to winning enough gammons where I don't need to do stuff like that. All right, I got some shot levers. That's not one of them. Cool. I should be getting 2 away. Like I said, plan all along. Supposed to do it last game. I'll just do it this game instead. This game could have been winning me the match, though. That was the real plan. 2 away, 5 away. In races, I get to take a little deeper if I get there. Oh. Well, that is still the plan. Yeah, it's still guaranteed. Okay. I was going to say. Felt like he was making a fight for the gammon here. Contesting it. No need. Okay, 2 away, 5 away. Means I might have to find some gammon save-ish type plays too. I think I still got to play for the win here, though. I don't think this is one of them. There's nothing strong enough. Winning is a good way to save a gammon too. 6-1 can't cover my slot, but it can make the bar point, so I'll go ahead and do that. He's got a checker half escaped. not sure if it's better to make the 5 point here to hit and continue since, I don't know, hopefully I should be able to hit a lot. I could make an anchor and hit, or I can hit the further one and not get hit back very often. I think I'll do it this way. Not clear though. Not clear to me anyway. I wouldn't have been hit that way. 4-1. I think I should make the advanced anchor. But I could also clean up the blot in the outfield. I'm already down a bunch in the race. Yeah, I think I should stay here too. This looks good. He can make the 9 points in cleanup if he wants. I think the 9's a little better than the 11 here. I might go for that. I'm going to go ahead and point on his head. Very hard for me to find a cube since I'll be canceling my own gammon, so I have to get to like the end of the game in a pretty normal race kind of position. 4-3. I think I don't particularly want to be attacked back there. I don't know what to do with only half the roll on the other side though, so I think I'm ready to just give up this and focus on making the 5 point next roll. Though a lot of his 4s get a lot better. 4-4, 4-5, 4-6 are upsetting. 2-6 is very good too. When he escapes to an empty outfield, I'm sad. 6-3 and 6-6 hit in the outfield now. That'd be nice. 6-5 can link up over here, can come out. I don't see too much to do. Like, I don't want to break up my prime right now. I can't really extend it, so I think I'll just do this and keep my anchor. This looks good to me. 2 can get up to the edge, so now I kind of want to make the 9 point as much as I want to make the 5, I guess. Oh, well, I think pointing on him is going to be better. But I could also make the 5. What's it look like? Looks like I'm down in the race and he can roll a 6. Seems silly. So let's point. Still doing okay on time. Don't have to sweat too much yet. Oh, after I do that, why do I want to make the 9 when I can just make the 2? Yeah, I'm just making board points now. Maybe I'll win a gammon for the match. New plan. Oh, coming in on the ace is very good for avoiding that gammon. I guess it would be nice to make the bar point to prevent that now, but it's hard for me to attack him back on the ace. So he's probably thinking about whether he needs to. I really don't think here is a good place to provoke this for the reasons I was just sharing. We're going to come to there, and I guess we can just clean up a blot. I could bring another builder down, though. So that gives up 5-4 and 5-5, and that's it. Yeah, that seems worth it. Okay, we'll do that. I mean, it hurts a lot when I get hit, so maybe at this score particularly I'm not supposed to either, but I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. I guess I have to leave a shot, so why not? Then we'll come to there, and then aces are duplicated. So let's do that. And looking for 7s, 8s, 9s to cover. I think it's just clear play on territory here. Like I was saying, it's just very hard to claim this when gammons are in play. 6-4. Well, I can make more builders and give up a 5-6, and I could clean up one of them, or I can play to the 9. Let's just play it really safe. Just the 5-3. He's got a blot and board, but I don't know that I need to make this to win the gammon, but I probably do. Actually, the more I think about it. 10, 16, only 22 outside? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just be really lucky and do it that way. Big sets leave a shot now. Not anymore. All right. I'm in good shape to win the match with this game now. Got a good chance. We're going to at least get to Crawford. Ooh, with a close gammon threat and a very weak board, I think I'm going to peel here. And, of course, I rolled a 5 after and don't take any checkers off. Just like mainly regret scenario. Yep, let's keep peeling for it, though. He could enter with a 3, but I'll risk it. All right. Looks like I'm going to get it. Cool. Hopefully I'm starting this another long, deep run in the WBIF Individual Championship. I've done really well in them. It's been kind of a, like, I mean, it's absurd what my win rate is online in this, but yes. Well, good match. Very well played by him, too. I think that's, I think he'll be happy with that PR. I'm excited to see through it. It looks like I played okay in this, too. But thanks so much for watching. Give my good match to Denis here, and I'll be back with more of these. Hopefully a bunch pretty quick for those first 5 rounds. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.